Morning everybody, and welcome to the end of the week. Welcome to the end of Mental Health Awareness Week, and welcome to the end of this first week of morning stretch classes, live and direct from my boy's bedroom in the Yoga Dad's house. Firstly, I just want to say a big thanks to everybody for joining me this week, whether you've attended the classes, liked, shared the posts and recordings that we've put out on Facebook. It's been hugely appreciated. Thanks also obviously to BBC Radio Bristol for giving me the opportunity to speak about all of this on Wednesday night. And yeah, just generally, it's just been a fantastic experience to be able to share some of my expertise around yoga and just really giving you guys the opportunity just to take some time out, a small amount of time out each day, just to be kind to yourselves in body and mind, and hopefully inspire others to do the same. I'll talk a little bit more at the end about what I'm planning to do going forward, but for now, let's get started. So we're going to start actually, it's going to be, this class today is almost like a match of the day highlights episode, where I'm going to kind of cover some of the best bits of the classes that we've run through this week. So if you've missed any, then you may get to do something that you've not already tried. But for those that have already done the class, or any of the classes this week, or all of them, then this is a good chance for you to kind of really get another opportunity to experience some of the benefits of those different poses. So where we began on Monday morning was around connection. So interlocking our fingers together, really feeling that connection through this virtual space that we've got together, almost imagining that we're kind of holding hands together in a virtual circle. Now we'll take our hands now across our heart. And as we do so, we just close our eyes. And we just bring ourselves into this space this morning, at the end of another week of lockdown. And just be really proud of the fact we've taken some time out for ourselves. And tuning into that kind of warmth that you can feel, the wraparound warmth from the palms across the heart. But also the heart beating back through the palms. And allowing that as your almost gateway to those internal sensations and feelings as we take ourselves out of our thoughts, our mind, and focus more closely on what matters most to us, and not just what's going on in our head. Now placing our palms still interlocked across the belly, and just starting to tune into those subtle movements of the breath. Each time you breathe in, really feel the belly expand into the palms that are interlocked. And each time you breathe out, really feel as though that's emptying back out again. And just checking in with how the breath feels in terms of its length and depth and rhythm. And if you can do so, just lengthen, deepen the breath. Drawing in more energy from around you, vitality into the day. Each time you breathe in. And a sense of calm, release in the body as you breathe out. Now slowly opening the eyes, nice soft gaze. And placing the palms now across the knees again. So we're going to start with some shoulder rolls. So we're going to take our shoulders forward and up towards the ears, and then back and down. We'll do that a few times. Almost imagine it, we're drawing imaginary circles across either side of the room. But more importantly, as a means by which we can kind of release and ease any tension across the shoulders, where we often store so much tension. Now lifting the shoulders up towards the ears as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, allowing the shoulders now just to fall down towards the floor. Breathe in again as we inhale. Lifting the shoulders up towards the ears, and breathe out and release as we lower the shoulders back down. We'll do that one more time, just really easing any last tension. Breathe in again, shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears, and letting all that last tension out. Okay, now let's take our chin down towards our chest and really feel that length now along the back of the neck. Rotating right ear, right shoulder, tilting the head back, left ear, left shoulder, and to the front. Once more in that direction. And really exploring any stretch that's available, and then rotating around in the opposite direction. And just pausing, holding for any moment where you really feel as though your body could benefit from that extra little bit of stretch. Closing the eyes to really tune into those sensations. Now taking the head back into a neutral position again, and extending one arm out to the side. And as you do so, tilting the opposite ear down towards that shoulder. And really feeling that length now along the collarbone, down along the arm, towards the floor. Really feel as though you're reaching away with the fingers. Tilting the chin forward, just to create a stretch along the back of the neck. Lifting the chin up towards the ceiling, creating a stretch along the front of the neck. And then back into a neutral position again. And then lifting the head back up to the center. Opposite arm out to the side, tilting that opposite ear down. Really feeling that stretch again along the collarbone, along the outside of the arm towards the fingers. And again, maybe even closing the eyes and tuning into those sensations, that sense of stretch in the body. Just through this subtle use and weight of the head just lowering down towards the shoulder. And again, chin to chest. Just feeling that stretch along the back of the neck. Chin up to the ceiling, stretch along the front of the neck, and then back to center again. Okay, what we'll do now, we'll clasp our hands again, so we really feel that interlock. And we press our palms away. And as we do so, we look up towards the ceiling. I'm feeling that stretch now all the way along the outsides of the arms and across the top of the shoulders. Shoulder blades drawing in towards one another. Rotating our palms forward, so knuckles away and chin to chest. And I'll just turn myself sideways on just so you can just see. I'm rounding my spine back just to create some more space across the shoulders. Engaging my core, my abdominal muscles as well, just to maintain that length along the spine. And I press forward again with the palms, looking up. And exhaling, rounding back, tucking the tailbone under. Relaxing the elbows just a little bit. Just to create that little bit more space and ease that ease tension across the upper back region. Once more, pressing the palms forward, looking up towards the ceiling, and exhaling chin to chest, rounding back again. Relaxing those elbows out, really feeling that space that you're now creating across the shoulder blades. I'll lower my hands back down across my knees, and I'll still stay in the same position. I'm just going to make sure I'm really feeling sufficiently grounded down through the feet. So length along the spine now. And as I look up this time, I'm going to draw my chest forward between the upper arms, arching the spine and tailbone pointing back. Exhaling now, chin to chest, rounding the spine back again. Shoulders away from the ears. And we do that for a few breaths. Inhaling to look up, chin towards the ceiling, arching the spine, keeping those elbows tucked in towards the ribs, maximising the space across the chest. Exhaling, rounding back. 3 more. And just going in your own pace. Integrating the breath with this movement as much as feels good to you. And allowing that just to create some little bit more space. Support the release, in particular along the spine. And 1 more. And then rounding back 1 final time. Now bring yourself back up into a neutral position. I'll just turn myself back round to the front. And we're going to imagine now we're plucking something out of a tree. So we're going to start reaching up with one arm up towards the ceiling, feeling that stretch now along the side body all the way down towards the hip. And then we're going to alternate to the opposite arm. And just continue doing that for a few breaths. Inhaling as you reach up. Exhaling as you lower down. Really feel as though you're directing the breath into that space that you're creating along the side body. And feel free just to take it that little bit more slowly. Just to really feel that sensation of length all the way along the side of the upper body as you still feel rooted down through the seat. Great stuff. Bringing yourself back into a neutral position again. Let's take our feet now and hips, knees wider than the hips. And we're going to clasp our hands once again. So again, remember, if you were here earlier in the week, we're stirring a pot of porridge, something like that in the morning, as we now lower our upper body between the thighs. So maintaining that length in the spine, maximising the space across the chest as well, just to support the space that we can create for the breath to support that release. And when you feel like you're finished in one direction, then rotate around in the opposite direction. And of course your rotation may be a fair bit shallower than mine, it might be all the way back here, but feel free just to go as deep as shallow as works for you. And again, maybe even slowing that rotation down, really feeling that sensation. Space that's created across the hips, between the inner thighs, and then back to the centre again. Now I'm going to turn myself back round to the side, and in fact I'll just lower the camera down just for a second, just so that we can see my feet, hopefully. Okay, so here we go. We're just about to see my feet. Anyway, here's my foot, as you can see. I'm going to place the right heel down on the floor, extending that right leg away, maximising the length now along the spine, lifting our arms up overhead, feeling that length along the side body. And as we fold forward, we're going to place the right fingers on the right foot and bring the left forearm across the left thigh. So still maintaining that length across along the spine, space across the chest, and feeling that sensation of length now all the way along the back of the right leg. And feel free just to bend, a subtle bend in that right knee if it feels too strong at all. But otherwise really feel as though there's that sensation all the way from the heel, all the way back to the hip socket. As you press that right heel away, maximising length and stretch along the hamstring and the calf and the Achilles. Now slight bend in that right knee. As you slowly walk yourself back up again. Bring the right foot in alongside the left. Extend the left leg out. Here's my left leg. Left heel down towards the floor. Lengthening as you lift the arms up, maximising that length all the way along the spine. Shoulders nice and relaxed away from the ears. And folding forward. Left fingers across left toes. Right forearm across right thigh. Pressing that left heel away now. Maintaining the length along the spine. Space across the chest for the breath. Really tuning into those sensations. As you lengthen, stretch the back of the left leg. And again, subtle bend in the left knee if you need it. Pretty tight, particularly at this time of the morning. So just go to your own boundaries, your own limitations on this day. Take a couple more breaths. Breathing into inhale. Create more space in the body. Exhale to deepen down. And bending the left knee, slowly walking yourself back up again. And just bringing yourself back round to the front. Now lifting the right leg up, right leg up, and just start rotating. So drawing circles with the toes, across the opposite side of the room in one direction, and then the other. And just freely feeling and exploring that full range of movement for the ankle. Left foot out. Drawing a circle with the toes on the left foot. And feeling that space that you're now creating, that length across the top of the foot, sole of the foot, and for the ankle. Bring that left foot now down alongside the right, palms back across the knees. And we just bring ourselves now into our final seated position for the week. So closing our eyes again. And taking ourselves back to the class that we ran on Tuesday, where we illuminated different parts of the body. So really feel now as we kind of work through a sequence and work through this whole week from head to toe, that you've illuminated, lit up all parts of the body. And if there was a particular part of the body at the start of this class today or at the start of the week that you felt like deserved special attention, how does that now feel? Have you eased any aches or tension in the body? Are you able to direct energy, the breath, into space that you've been able to create? What has that done for your state of mind in terms of your ability to just remain calm in different situations and focused on one thing at a time? For any part of the body that you really felt like needed that special attention, just really feel as though, and in the theme of kindness for Mental Health Awareness Week, that you are sending kindness from the heart out to that part of the body, and really feel that warm glow inside. And from head to toe, be proud of who you are. Be proud that you've taken this time out for yourselves this week. And just take a few more breaths and really feel like you're breathing in kindness to the body, kindness to the mind, and breathing out any worries, any negative emotions that don't really serve you. Nice soft gaze, open the eyes. And so before we finish, as we did on Tuesday, we're just going to shake out our whole body. In fact, this time I encourage you to get up. I know I'm going to be shaking around. You probably won't really be able to see me completely, but just shake all parts of the body. God knows what my neighbours are thinking at the moment. One final shake, and then sit yourselves down. I'm just closing the eyes just for one final breath. And just seeing how that feels for the body. That tingling sensation across the skin, that ability to really feel alive in the morning. Nice soft gaze, open the eyes. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining me this week for these classes. I've loved it so much to be able to kind of bring yoga to you guys. This morning stretch to you lot for the whole of this week. Plan is to be back next week. I'm going to continue this until you get bored. We'll be back again on Monday morning, Bank Holiday Monday, 8:30 a.m, live and direct from my boy's bedroom. I look forward to seeing you then. Otherwise, until then, have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the bank holiday. Hopefully the weather will brighten up again soon, and namaste.